We're going to show you the tools that are necessary to install a high security shipping container or storage container lock. This lock consists of the hockey puck style lock with a hasp, is what they call this, a security hasp, so that you can't really get at it. It protects the lock. Supply wise, you're going to need obviously the lock set. You're going to need some carriage bolts. These are 5/16 carriage bolts, number 18s, plus the locking nuts. Something to mark it with, obviously to drill the holes. These are 5/16. This is a razor so that we can cut the gasket. You've got your drill and your driver for installing it at the end. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to dry fit this a little bit and remove that gasket that I talked about before. So what we're doing is we're looking at the container, we're deciding where we're going to put this. We usually put it just under this flange right here. It gives us a leveling point, and it's at a height that it's easy to get to. You don't have to, bend down to get to it or anything like that. So as part of the dry fit process, we decide where we're going to put it. And right about there gives us a pretty good idea where we're going to start cutting the gasket, rubber gasket here. If we remove it, it'll give us a flat surface that this can sit on. So I'm going to mark this real quick. And that tells me it's going to be wide enough. Perfect. This is all broken free. And then right here, I have to cut right through here to be able to remove this piece. You can trim it a little bit and then trim it again, and I may do that for the demo. I'm just going to show you how to cut this back first. Right? So you can see how easy that is to cut. You see how you have a flat surface now? We'll just finish this off a little bit. I can come up with the razor blade a little. And there we are. We have a nice flat surface, and look how tight that is. It's perfect. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to close the doors, and I'm going to mark where I need to drill for the bolts. If I pull one side off, you'll notice that this hasp is lining up exactly with the door. All right, we're going to do the drilling now. So we're going through a very strong part of the door. This is tube steel right here. So it's not just one piece of steel. We have to go through two. So we're just tightening these finger tight right now. I'll put a wrench on them and we'll tighten this thing up. So this is a stopping nut. That way you don't need a lock washer. It'll stay on there. It's got, if you take this off, you'll notice inside it's got a little bit of nylon right at the top. And what that does, it works like a lock washer. So when you put it on, it doesn't back its way off. We've got one side done. So now what we do is we're gonna close it. We're gonna mark where the left side needs to go, and then we'll drill that. Put the bolts on, and we'll be done. A couple things we want to make sure that we highlight as you're installing this high security lock. The hasp comes in two pieces. You have to make sure that your hole through where that pin is going to go through is in alignment. So as you're installing these, you've got to make sure you drill this properly. Otherwise, they'll be out of alignment, and then this won't fit properly, because you want it to be able to lock as easy as I'm going to do right now, which is I make sure it's open, the key is turned, I push it in, and it should be that easy. Again, we sell these at On-Site Storage Solutions, so if you're looking for a high security lock for your container, give us a call today.